Hi Thumos, boom. Welcome back. We gotta talk. Guys, I think it's a good habit to be cognizant, to be aware of your posture. Okay. This actually was something for me last month. I paid a lot of attention to. I have a tendency to sort of let my chin go like this as I'm walking, right? It goes down. And what I noticed is as soon as I became aware of not letting my chin really pass like a line, like imagine like a line, like don't let your chin dip down like this. Don't have looking at your phone head posture. The moment that I became aware of this, I started to now all the time when I'm walking down the street, as I'm walking to the gym, as I'm walking in the library in jiu-jitsu, I try not to let my head dip like this. I'm constantly able to see the horizon. I'm able to see the environment and look at people that are right next to me. This, I know it's bloody simple, right? But it's so easy to forget. This combined with the no headphones challenge, the last month, dude, has really been amazing. I've talked to a ton of different people. I've had more smiles than ever before, right? You know, someone smiles at you, a girl giggles, man, a giggle a day keeps the depression at bay. I'm being serious. That literally, what is more inspiring than that? I mean, like, to get that on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, to talk to other cool guys, to make connections where, you know, the headphones were in and you were reserved, your head was down. So I like to think keep the posture not uptight, not rigid like a drill sergeant. You know, you're not like this, right? No, but it's you're able to see the horizon pretty much at all times. You're able to gaze out and see what's in front of you. You don't have to do this little adjustment. It's very subtle, right? It's just a very subtle thing. But if you notice, a lot of us, I assume a lot of us, we have this tendency as we're walking to kind of let our eyes go towards the ground. So it's a very powerful thing to practice. And the thing that I like about it is it demonstrates that you have embodied courage and strength. And as we know, that is part of the formula. I've made videos on this, but that's part of the formula for charisma, which is simply strength, it is warmth, and it is presence. And so when you are a strong man and even, say, powerful in your physique and body, standing upright while having your head not up like this, not in arrogance, but in you are assertive, you are confident, you're courageous, you're present. It is a demonstration of strength. And I think that as you become aware of this, you'll actually see that people are more likely to interact with you and to treat you as you are feeling within yourself. If you walk like a king, if you have a kingly demeanor, people will treat you like a king. It's very powerful. And so we know the formula: strength, warmth, and presence. And a good way to imagine it, I think everyone should know the charisma formula. It is amazing to me how many people don't take the time out of their life to, you know, maybe work on their handshake. You know, you don't want to grip too hard, man. I used to do this until I met the CEO, owns multiple dealerships worth millions of dollars, and he wouldn't do a crushing handshake. This was years ago. Before, I would always, it's too hard. Like, you're really squeezing the shit out of someone's hand. When he shook my hand, it was a firm, and it wasn't, okay, I'm going to dominate you, because when someone turns your palm face up like this, the person like this, they're being dominated. That's a sign of dominance. And when you do it to someone, you're trying to dominate them. Keep it neutral, man. Keep it like this. We are in accord. We're in agreement. Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. It's a firm. It's not crushing. It's just firm. It's amazing about, these little things. Even being able to smile. Being able to be even liberal with your smile, or to learn to compliment someone genuinely. This has huge impacts on your connections that are going to happen in the future. These opportunities that are going to present themselves to you. You have to do these things. to use someone's name. So think about it, man. You want to learn charisma? Well, you can. It's not some gift from the gods. It's not something that's bestowed upon certain individuals. It can be learned, okay? And it's simply have strength. Have strength in your posture, in your demeanor, in body. You should be working out. You should be gaining weight, healthy weight. Say you're 6'2", right? You should be about 200 pounds. You should be, unless you're super, super lean. But if you're 6 and up, dude, I mean, you should be at the brink of 200, I think, as a man. Or else you start to look too stringy. Things start to look too skinny on you. I think that you should try to put on some mass. I think that you should try to dial up the strength. If you have bad posture, then fix your posture. Do rows, do some stretching exercises, and fix your posture. Strengthen your glutes, strengthen your abs. Squatting is great for the legs, strengthening the glutes. Hanging leg raises for the abs. Planks, stuff like that. Now, I don't think that if you are strong in body, I don't think you have to be strong in your personality. You don't have to worry about coming off strong and really super opinionated in your personality. I don't want to confuse you here. All I'm saying is you will naturally give off a sign of strength if you are bigger in stature. Okay? If you're tall and big in stature, you're going to naturally give it off. So if you don't have any strength, maybe you're just a twig. Be honest with yourself. If you're a twig, then maybe you need to find ways to dial up the strength. So maybe it's, you could focus on working out, putting on some weight, but maybe it's the way you dress. Maybe you dress a little bit more, not so fruity. You don't dress like a Fruit Loop, right? You dress more in maybe some darker colors, maybe some more streamlined. You have to be aware of this. Maybe you don't, if you're smaller and you're super skinny, maybe don't smile as often, to the world. And so it's a balance. It's a balance. And it's not black and white, but it's a balance. And you'll find that people just treat you different. We're humans, man. We're humans. We operate in certain ways. And so if you're very strong, dial up the warmth. Smile more often, all right? You can have fun. Don't be so serious. And if you're too warm, too weak, then dial up the strength. And the great thing about this is that, when you have both, it's not hard to have both. It's essentially how people feel when they're around you. How do you make people feel when they're around you? So another thing is simply presence, which often gets neglected by a lot of people because everyone's so quick to want to talk and to put their input in. But if you can listen to what other people have to say, I mean, how sweet is that to the individual when they feel like someone else understands them and is hearing the words that they're saying? That's presence. To be present with someone, to have this strength and warmth sort of nested in a present aura. So it's an amazing thing. So very simple things to think about, and you can look at different archetypes. The drill sergeant is way too strong, doesn't have any warmth. The person, maybe the girl at the library, the very meek or timid individual is usually very quiet, very introverted. It's like she has maybe the warmth, she's very friendly, but there's no strength, there's no backbone to her. Same thing with a guy. We know guys that have zero backbone. They're going around trying to please everyone, trying to always please everyone, very adverse to any sort of arguments or disagreements or negotiations, and you just see this in many different types. You see people that are on the other side where they lack both, and they're just pure weirdos. They have no strength and they have no warmth. Warmth is caring about other people. Warmth is concern for someone else's success and happiness. Warmth is empathy. Strength is power and might and courage and the ability to get shit done. That feeling when you look at someone, he's capable of handling stuff. He's capable of adapting to and handling chaos in his environment. But sometimes people like both of those, and they come off as just, you don't want to be anything around them at all. They're okay in their weakness. They're okay being weak and being total assholes. What a worse combination of a human being to be weak in body, mind, and spirit, and just to be an asshole who doesn't care about anyone. So that's where you gotta merge the two, and then accompany that with presence. And I'm telling you, people will be way more receptive to you and outgoing. More and more and more people will want to invite you places and connect with you. Your relationships will be so much better if you just understand these key concepts. So I hope this does not confuse you at all. I wish you the best. Try to be aware of keeping your eyes open and wide. You're going to see so much more that you might have been missing. It was Yukio Mishima in his book, The Sun and Steel, where he says only some truths can be understood by the unbending of one's spine. I love that. All right. So we have to approach the world in front of us and greet it. Hi, Thumos, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.